Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Peter Obi tainted by IPOB insurgency. VP slot is his only chance with northern vote. Kwakwanso. Peter Obi tainted by IPOB insurgency. VP slot is his only chance with northern vote. Kwakwanso. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. According to Rabiu Kwankwaso, the presidential candidate for the new Nigerian People's Party, Peter Obi's bid for the presidency for the Labour Party is tarnished by IPOB's insurrection in the southeast. Even if the Labour Party and Mr. Obi achieved a resounding electoral victory in the southeast, according to Mr. Kwankwaso, they would not be able to win the 2023 presidential election. The NNPP presidential candidate emphasized that Mr. Obi would be a superior running partner. He came to the conclusion that Mr. Obi might not have a choice but to accept the NNPP's vice presidential position if he desired vote and support from the north. Fortunately or unfortunately, Mr. Kwakwaso noted that is the scenario now as long as he wants votes from the north. In an interview with Channels TV, Mr. Kwakwaso stated that despite being the hardest affected by President Muhammadu Buhari's maladministration, Northerners continue to trust in Nigerians' unity. He asserted that Northerners opposed IPOB secessionist efforts in Mr. Obi's native southeast. You know, the northern voter is the one who is most negatively impacted by the issue of bad government in this country. But even in that case, a northern voter still feels that an unified Nigerian would be better for him, which is why much of what happens in the south, especially in the southeast, Mr. Kwakwaso said, that's not how people feel at all. And it will be very challenging for the northern people to cast their ballot as long as there is a representative from there in any party in continued. That is the current scenario. Invoking the issue afflicting the southeast area, the former governor of Kano emphasized that Northerners would prefer to vote for a northern candidate in other parties than for a southeasterner who they believed to be a threat to the nation's unity. The implication is that because of the activities and every other issue that is real on the ground, northern voters will definitely support their northern candidate in another party, said Mr. Kwankwaso. If anyone from the southeast, under these circumstances, becomes the presidential candidate of our party or any other party, Mr. Kwankwaso further stated that accepting the vice presidential position with the Labour Party would be politically suicide for both he and Mr. Hobby. According to this way of thinking, it doesn't matter if I agree with it or not, everyone will lose. The NNPP presidential candidate reasoned he will lose, I will lose. Mr. Kwankwaso has always thought that he is a more electable politician than Mr. Peter Hobby. According to Rabiu Kwankwaso, the presidential candidate for the new Nigeria People's Party, Peter Obi's bid for the presidency from the Labour Party is tarnished by IPOB's insurrection in the southeast. Even if the Labour Party and Mr. Obi achieved a resounding electoral victory in the southeast, according to Mr. Kwankwaso, they would not be able to win the 2023 presidential election. The NNPP presidential candidate emphasized that Mr. Obi would be a superior running partner. He came to the conclusion that Mr. Peter Obi might not have a choice but to accept the NNPP's vice presidential position if he desired vote and support from the north. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about.